What up, guys? So in the last video, I told you guys about how I'm at rock bottom right now, like lowest point in my life, not in a good spot in regards to health, wealth, relationships. In this video, I'm gonna talk about what is my action plan to fix those three buckets. So if you're struggling, if you're at a low point like I am, getting out of that situation, it starts with a plan. So to get into it, let's go to the whiteboard here. You might be higher in some areas. You might be really good on the health side, really good on the relationship side, maybe the wealth bucket is what you need to work on. Or all three, or two, doesn't matter. What you need to do is figure out, okay, which ones do I want to work on, and then really focus heavily on them and come up with a plan. So it all starts at a high level. Think about your most ideal situation for all three of those buckets. Think about that, write it down, and now you can come up with a plan. So I'm going to write down my problems and the solutions, okay? I wrote everything out. I don't know if this is hard to read. Doesn't matter, I'm gonna read it too. So, health, wealth, relationships. Problem, I have an autoimmune disease. It really sucks. Pain in the hands, feet, knees, chronic fatigue. By the way, if you guys remember me being a little and complaining throughout like the whole vlog about being tired, is from this amazing disease. Wealth, lost a shit ton of money into this project as well as the stock market. And then my dev agency I haven't worked on for like an entire year, so it's taken a decline. We haven't grown, we've declined because of that. Then relationships, obviously the stuff going with my dad, stage 4 cancer, no friends / network out here, no people that I like want to be around. They're like building businesses. And then the last thing, like me and my girlfriend, Deirdre, broke up. What you need to do is look at like, okay, what's most important? Say getting like a new girlfriend, for example, is like totally the lowest priority in my life right now with all the crap that's going on. We're not going to focus on this at all, but we are going to focus on pretty much everything else. So let's start with the autoimmune disease, okay? So the solution, how I'm going to fix my health, is I'm going to do everything possible. Now that's not a bullet you necessarily want to write. I put down, like, I'm going to put at least 30 to 40 hours. I'm going to do nothing other than this. Like this is more important than anything else. 90% of my time. That's what it's been like for the last month. So what that means is literally all I've done is read books, videos, Facebook groups. I've been in and out of doctors, GI doctors, rheumatologists, and I've hired a couple different functional medicine doctors. My point is I'm going all in. Like I have a list. I'll read some of it to you. Fast, plant-based diet, Wim Hof method, hypnotist, Joe Dispenza, which he's like the mind-body connection guy, self-talk, yoga, meditation, sleep optimization, sauna, heavy metal detox, balneotherapy, which is sitting in like a spring water I mentioned in the last video. I'm not some like holistic weirdo person, but I'm starting to realize some of this stuff works. Like it's working on me. I've gone the extreme to change my deodorant, to change the soap I use, like go all in on this stuff. So to sum this up, hire people that can significantly accelerate your growth, get into Facebook groups with people dealing with what you're dealing with, and read. Watch videos. Okay, a lot of time. Okay, now wealth. There's a couple things I'm doing in this sense, which also like have crossover to relationships. You know what, let's move on to relationships and then we'll go to wealth, okay? So relationships. So the very first thing I need to do is I need to get out of this suburban area. Right now, I live 45 minutes outside of Philly, nothing fun, no people doing cool stuff. I need to move to Philly. I moved here because I want to be close to my parents, but I cannot just be here for an unknown duration of time by myself. I need to go somewhere where I can be around other entrepreneurs, people working on cool stuff, etc. So I'm going to live in Philly and then I'm going to commute every single week to my parents' house. I'm just going to stay at my parents' house whenever I commute there so I can spend time with family as much as possible. So when you move to a new city, which I've done plenty of times, you want to build your network really quick. Like I'm probably going to start some form of like a breakfast club or like a lunch club or something of that nature for business owners and professionals, that type of stuff. So I can really quickly connect and build community. So it won't just be a value add to myself, it'll be really cool to like connect people. And that's part of what I was trying to do with Creator House, which is the other thing here, the second one here, which kind of falls into wealth a little bit. But I mean, this helped me out a lot. I lived in a house in Philly actually with like 8 to 10 other dudes. We were sharing rooms, we were bunking together. People were living in closets. Now every single person that lived in that place runs at least a 7-figure revenue business. That didn't happen by accident. And that's something that we're trying to do with Creator House, create those connections, have people like meet co-founders and really build network and then have events. So there's a guy I like, his name's Dan Bilzerian. You might have heard of him. Yeah, forget about like the stigma with Dan Bilzerian if you for whatever reason, have a stigma with it. And he has this saying, life is all about setup. Okay, listen up. This is like probably the best part of the video. It is so true. I can create a setup where if I execute really hard over the next 1-2 months, my life will look totally different. Listen up. I don't care where you're at in life right now. 1 to 2 months, you could totally change everything. My health could be totally fixed. My relationships, I could have a house in Philly that I live in with other founders where I'm having networking events, bringing together amazing people and building this incredible community. By the way, guys, I don't fuck around. This is the action plan. Now you know why I'm so excited. Like I could be at the lowest point in my life, but if your mindset's right, your perspective's right, there's no reason to be sad. There's no reason to feel bad, and there's no reason to be a victim. Let's go get it. So, Creator House, Breakfast Club. We're gonna get space again at WeWork, which I can't wait for. WeWork space, which means I'm gonna be around other business owners, which is gonna be incredible. And then the last thing on this list is cancer. Like I'm gonna continue doing the things I'm doing for my dad. Again, I've been doing tons of research, joining a lot of groups, talking to a lot of stage 4 cancer survivors, and just doing the best that I can to support my dad throughout all this. So that's my plan on the relationship side, okay? That's what's going on. Okay, so the last thing is wealth, right? I want to get to the point where we're making money again. So I can't help people if I can't help myself financially, right? And the reason I started the project was to help people. I didn't think enough about myself. Over the next X amount of time, I'm gonna grow my dev agency to the moon. I don't know if you guys can read that, but it says Toll Media to the moon. Again, not the marketing agency, the dev agency. If you're looking in the wealth category, you gotta think about like how much money do you want to make? What type of business do you wanna build? What type of lifestyle do you wanna create? I've said this before, but like I really want to invest in businesses. I'm gonna dump every dollar that I have. I'm gonna drain my bank into sales and marketing and growing the shit out of my dev agency. I'm gonna reinvest everything. Again, there's crossover like Creator House. Maybe I'll take Creator House to the moon. Maybe I'll do that at a later point. I'm not sure, but I really want to be involved in Creator House. I love building community and like being around entrepreneurs, so that could have a play. And then also my dad's accounting practice. I've still been working with him on like figuring out some stuff with that because I don't want him to work another tax season. Falls in the third bucket. But yeah, this is the plan, guys. Think about it. What do you need to do? Your wealth might be like, I want to change careers. Okay, well then what does that look like? You are gonna have to take 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps back to take a step forward. That's okay, guys. This is a long game. This is a long game, guys. I'm 28. I'm at the lowest point in my life. Here's the thing. So we gotta do. All in. Do you understand? It's not like a half-ass this stuff. Like you wanna make real change. All in. This 30, 40 hours a week was probably more like 50, 60, 70 hours. Like I did nothing but this, and guess what? Guess who's feeling better? So to sum things up, for me, the biggest thing, the biggest change I'm making is moving to Philly. That will allow me to actually build network, to actually have friends, to not be crazy, cooped up by myself, to meet people that I can help. So if you want to do this with me, think about these things. Do you have to move? Like, are you living in a bad environment? Get away from negativity, okay? Again, remember Dan Bilzerian. If your setup sucks, that's gonna drag you down. Figure out where you can maybe cut expenses. Figure out where you need to reallocate capital to get the setup that you need. Do you need a membership to Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, or do you need a gym membership? Do you need to be spending $1,500 to $2,000 a month on rent, or can you share a room or live in a dumpier place and spend $500 a month on rent and be able to move to the city? You are in control of the plan. So put the plan together. Here's my plan. Let's get it, baby. We got a plan and we gotta take some action on. So I gotta stop filming here. If you're struggling, if you're at a low point, I hope this is helpful. Feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know what your action plan is. And if you wanna shoot me a DM, go feel free to do that. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Gonna make this low point my